June 17th, Monday, Mathew 5:38 to 42. The phrase, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth, goes back to ancient Mesopotamian culture that prospered long before the Bible was written, or the civilizations of the Greeks or Romans flowered. An eye for an eye is a paraphrase of Hammurabi's Code, a collection of 282 laws inscribed on an upright stone pillar. Hammurabi is the best known and most celebrated of all Mesopotamian kings. He ruled the Babylonian Empire from 1792 BC. He was concerned with keeping order in his kingdom, so he compiled a list of laws. In today's Gospel, Jesus says, "You have heard that it was said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. But I say to you, do not resist the one who is evil. If someone slaps your right cheek, turn and give them your left cheek. If a person needs your shirt, generously give them your coat as well. If a person asks you for something, simply give it to them." Every day we hear of gang wars, innocent bystanders being shot and killed, senseless acts of violence, abuse of children and spouses. We could go on and on. And yet, acts of violence do not create any peace or security at all. Rather, they create a great deal of fear and anxiety in our world, no matter where we live. We all know that each one of us is vulnerable. There are no guarantees that any one of us is safe and secure. Jesus' message was countercultural in his day, and it remains countercultural today. Violence does not stop violence. Abuse kills women, men, and children every day. Can you and I do anything to change our world? I believe we can by being loving and caring. We can care for the poorest among us instead of ignoring them or pretending not to see them. We can be loving instead of indifferent. This is what Jesus did, and it is what Jesus also calls us to do. Jesus is simply challenging us to exercise our freedom to act in a different way, the way of love, compassion, and forgiveness. In the Christian life, there is no room for retaliation and revenge. In every situation, We should never forget that we are sons and daughters of a loving God, and we should always treat others the way we want them to treat us. Dear friends, Jesus demands of his followers a higher standard of behavior because it is in them that the seed of the good news is planted. Wishing you a good day, Father Paul, CSSR from Kerala.